back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your love, for your support. If you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the subscribe button and then hit on the bell also to get an update whenever I upload a new video. So that's just like basically the essence of hitting on that bell. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew this trendy sleeve. So you can see the pictures. This sleeve has been trendy for a while. It is actually adapted into different ways. There are some that are very exaggerated, while some are not that exaggerated, but all of them is still the same process. So I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew the sleeve today. It is a simple process. So these are the materials that I'm going to be making use of. So to sew this sleeve, you need a basic sleeve. So this is my basic sleeve. In case you don't know how to draft a basic sleeve, I'll drop the link on the description box. And then this is a mesh, a tool that I'm going to be making use of. So you can see it is stretching. I'll make use of this, and then I'll make use of this beautiful fabric. That's what we're going to use for the exaggerated part on the top. So it is a simple process. Okay, so if you want to register for my online classes, you can just see my number scrolling through the screen. Send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll give you the details of all of the classes we have presently available. You can follow me on all of my social media platforms: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all at Stylish Naija. So guys, let's just get started. I'm going to fold my fabric. Okay, so I'm going to cut out my first sleeve right now. I'm trying to increase the length a little bit. So I'll cut out the second one right now. Okay, so I finished cutting my sleeve. So this is the piece that I'm going to be using for the top part, for that exaggerated part. So for this part, depends on how big you want your fabric to be. So that is what you will use to cut the one that you use for the top. And then if you want mine, I want mine to be a little bit straight. So I'm going to show you one that I've made. So you can see, so mine is going to be standing like this. So it depends on the shape that you want for your for the top part. That's the shape you are going to cut this. So for this one is a straight one. If you want something curved, you can just cut yours like this, just like a circle. That's when cutting, just cut it like a half of a circle. This side is smaller and then this side comes down. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You can cut like this big exaggerated one on the our thumbnail. So you just give it a little curve at the side, and then you have that. But mine, I don't have enough fabric, so I decided to do this straight one like the initial other picture that I showed you. So this is the piece. So it depends on how full you want it to be. That is what you will use. So for mine here, I have about 33 inches. And then I cut out a lining piece also that I'm going to use. Both of them are the same exact. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to be adding crinoline to it. So I'll add crinoline to this down part. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to stitch now. So I'll take this like this, and then I'm going to add my lining piece like this on this. So I had to join my lining piece, even the lining was finished also. So and then you take your crinoline like this, so you can see this is the right side of my fabric, this is the right side of my lining. And then I'll place the lining like this, and then I'll place my crinoline on top of my lining. So I'll take this back to my sewing machine, and then I'll just give it a straight stitch all along. So after stitching it, I'll turn it and top stitch it. Okay, so I'll go and do that, and then I'll bring it back and show you. Okay, so after stitching, this is what you would see. It's going to look like this. So the next thing now, you see this is our stitching allowance. You bend your crinoline like this. You bend this like this. You see what I mean? Make sure that everything is bent, and then I'll go take it back now. See, the crinoline is facing the lining side like this, and then I'll give it a top stitch here like this. So this top stitch will help to relax my crinoline, you understand? So it's not going to be standing like this again. I'll give it a good top stitch, and then I'll bring it back and show you guys. Okay, so after sewing, you have something like this. You can see even unaided it's lying flat. So the next thing now, I'm just going to turn stitch inside, and then I'll secure this part down, and then come back and show you how we're going to fix it on the basic sleeve. Okay, so I finished stitching. So this is what I have. So the next thing, I'm going to show you how we're going to connect this to our basic sleeve. So it depends on how far you want it to go around the armhole area. So this is my complete armhole. So for this, I really don't want it to go that deep. So I'm going to use about 6 inches. So this 6 inches is going to run about 12 inches. Since it will not get to the down part of my armhole, so I'll mark this point. I'm just going to give it a tiny notch, and then I'll open this up. I have my points here and here. So I'm going to take this right now, and then I'm going to start pleating. Okay, before that, the center part of my sleeve also, I'm still going to notch that part also. I'll give it a notch, and then I'll notch the center part of my pleats. So I'll notch that part also, and then I'll open this up. And then what I'm literally going to do, I'll pleat from here to here. So I'm going to start pleating. So it depends on how, so you can see how I'm putting it. I'm not putting it straight like this. So I'm not putting it straight like this. I'm just bending it at an angle like this, so you can see. I hope you can see. So I'm going to pleat this now. So this center that I notch is going to serve as guide for me. So once I get to the center, I know that that's the center, and then I'll continue plating until I would finish my plate. So after finish plating that, I'm going to have something like this. So you can see what I have here. I'm going to have something like this now. And then now the next thing is for us to close our sleeve. You understand? So you remember this part. So this is our armhole. This is the end part of our armhole. And then this is the end part of our armhole. I'll take this now, and then I'll stitch it using the size of my sleeve. That's what I'll use. That's the wideness of my sleeve, how tight I want it to be. And then I'll stitch it to the down part. After stitching that, I'll come back and show you the final look of the sleeve, how to place it on also. Okay, so you can see I finished stitching. So you can see how it looks like. It is okay, it is looking good. So this is our armhole area. The next thing now, we're going to fix our sleeve. So I'm just going to show you how we're going to fix this sleeve. It is a simple process. So you just match just the same normal way, because you see, since we did not turn this part, just the same normal way you fix your sleeve. Just notch the center, and then I'm going to fix here, and then fix to this point. So I'll take this back to my machine now. I'll start stitching from here, and then I'll stitch it all away to this point. So I don't need to create any gathers or pleats again, since I've already done that on the top part. So you can see how it is looking beautiful already. You can see. So I'll go and stitch that, and then I'll bring it back and show you the final look of the sleeve. Okay, guys, so at the end of the day, you can see it on the mannequin. It actually came out really fine. So you can see how the final look of our sleeve, it came out really, really, really fine. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. And if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe to Stylish Naija.